Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of Sock Talks with Joy and Sean. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Kind of wild weather up here in PA.
Oh, sunny and
Yeah,
70 some down
yeah,
here.
yeah. We had this is the second time in this time of year we had thunderstorms. I mean,
Oh,
you never had thunderstorms until like March or April,
yeah.
but no, right in the
Well, it's
middle
a
of the night,
pretty big storm that went
house
across.
is shaking, I was like, what? What's going on here? So, anyways, okay, enough of that. So, Sean, what's
So,
up, buddy?
came off what I think was, I don't know about you, but I think one of the best trainings we've ever had.
Absolutely. I totally
And
100% agree.
I loved, and if you're not doing this, you're going to get left behind.
Hmm.
You're going to get
Yeah.
left behind.
Yeah.
So, I love the explanation of this is our to-do list. This is our notes, as Cody put it. How you do that. You don't stray from inviting people to the webinar and watching the videos with them or sending cards or writing, but how you do it, that's you.
That's
So
your music. That's your music.
that's maybe I'm jazzy and Joy's rock and roll. I mean, heavy metal. Joy's heavy metal.
Yeah,
So
you can tell that,
um,
right?
you had kind of an aha moment on Monday with this. So talk to us about that.
Yeah, I did. I did. And you're 100% right. We all come off of these trains and say, "Oh, this is the best one ever." No, this
Now what do
was
I
the
do?
best one ever.
This was the best one.
This was the best one ever. There's no doubt that the flow, the attitudes, I mean, everybody was comfortable.
Right.
It seemed like, I know people had scripts and all that kind of stuff, but it didn't seem
Mhm.
like that. Everything just kind of like went really, really great. I love that we spent a lot of time on a daily eight and row by row. It wasn't just like, just do this, I mean, it was like boom, boom, boom. And then they
Like
did
I
some.
didn't know I could give myself for training for watching Callie's 3 minute videos. I'm like, cool.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, there you go. That's your point. No, no, that was always one I knew I had to get on there for that kind of training. But anyways, it was excellent. So kudos and congrats to everybody out there for a great training. I'm so glad that we have the option to have it again. I know we just got the links yesterday, and I've been actually sending that information or kind of tagging the people on my team that didn't get there.
Right.
It's like, you need to watch this. You need to watch this, kind of thing. But you're right on the daily eight, and many of us, I don't know, maybe not all of us, but I know for me, it's kind of like we work from home, and we're working our business, but we always have this, I don't want to say pressure, but it's kind of like, I'm not doing enough. I'm not getting the aid. Oh gosh, yeah, Sean's out there, showing 15 people a day, and it's like, I'm not doing that, and then you look at your daily eight and it says, you know, yeah, I am doing that, but I'm not doing that either. I'm not looking at it right. So what I kind of did, I was a group of us on a Zoom the other day, and we just kind of threw out there, like, you know what, everything starts with your list. Everything starts with your list. If you don't have people, you don't,
The
the
business.
rest of this isn't going to happen for you. It's not going to just like appear. And Tom and Jordan both talked about that a little bit on Callie's. They gave you ideas of how to get those people,
Right.
and I don't know about you. I got 1,000 people in my phone, so I could put 5 people there a day,
Right.
on there. But anyways, I threw out there to all of us, it's like, how many people you're going to get on your list every week? And how many are you going to get on? How many are you going to invite every week? And we just started throwing numbers out there, including myself. And it's like, so I had this number down, and it's like, then I turned around, I broke it down I broke it down by 5 days. I give myself the
Absolutely.
extra 2 days are bonuses,
Right.
kind of thing. Kind of thing. And so now I've got a daily, like, I am adding 5 people a day to this list, period. I am inviting 3 people a day, period, a minimum. These are all minimums. And I hashtag, I just hashtag. I mean, I'm not going to give myself a point until I have done that. It's the same with sending cards, by the way, too. 5 cards a day. And if I don't do 5 cards a day, I'm not giving myself a point, period. I mean, you've got this aside for yourself. But what this did for me, this is the part that really kind of resonated with me yesterday, kind of the realization, what this did for me by having those numbers down there at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and 4 o'clock in the afternoon, when you become a caretaker parent, or not parent, wife, doing the dinner, doing everything,
Responsibilities.
doing the
Yep.
things of the day. that have to be done, I didn't feel like I didn't accomplish anything. I didn't feel like, oh, I've got to go back in there and get this. I've got to go do this. You know what? Because I had it done.
Right.
I had some priorities for myself done. And as a result of that, I will tell you, since Monday, I've had a 12 point day, I've had a 7 point day, and I've had an 8 point day.
So you on the daily eight, yes, these are listed in an order.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
However, you prioritize, look, I'm creating a list and I'm adding names to it. I'm inviting. That's my number one. That's what I'm starting with.
That's right.
So
That's
then
right.
you, and the way you, when we were off camera, you were like, and then it's not 7 or 8 o'clock at night, like worrying, like, I didn't, yeah, I had 8 points, but did I really accomplish anything?
Mm-hmm.
Versus, no, I do that first. I add the names, I do the invites, and now my day just flows from that. And then when you're in the evening, it's like, good job.
That's
So
exactly right. That's
that's
exactly
the
right. Yep.
importance. We understand that, again, these are the notes, these are our to-do list, but you control how you do it. And
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
know, yes, inviting to the gratitude movement is can't really change how you invite. I want you, but you put it in your own words. But you prioritize. Look, I want to do my cards first. I do this first thing in the morning. Let me get them out, and then let me go right to my list, or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do it. So
Yeah.
don't get rigid in the think like I did my cards. Check. Write my gratitude journal. Okay, check. Attend a
Mm-hmm.
promptings training.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got to wait till Callie comes on with the come on, come on. No, you just it flows how you want it to flow. So
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
great. I
Eh,
think that was a great thing that you realized, and then we can share because I think you're right. A lot of people are in that. God, I didn't train a new, So
Yeah, and it's just and what's interesting is if break it down on a daily and start doing these things daily, and it's going to be 2 or 3 days before some of these responses get back to you.
oh, sure, absolutely.
And 2 or 3 days, you're on the phone talking about what they saw in the videos and that type of thing. So it's like it's those. I had like 2 people yesterday that called me and say, "Hey, I watched it. This is my, blah blah blah," and it was like, boy, that's like 4 points right off the bat. I was like,
Woo.
whoa.
Well, I did that 3 times. But
Yeah, imagine
look
if
at
all
how
those people,
I've always come.
so yeah, yeah. So it's just, there's two things. Like I say, that is my priority. I want to make sure I'm always in front of people. I've got them. And the bottom line is when I was looking at these sheets for the invite list, there's 25 slots. So in my mind now, every week I start a
That's a
new
week.
sheet,
Perfect.
and I fill it up.
And I got it. I bet you something, $100. By doing that, your business is going to grow.
Oh, I'm sure because it starts with you, and how many times and it's funny because you look at some of these people that I've been putting on that list and inviting to look at this, it's like, it's kind of like, it's like, well, I've asked for a long time ago, or, they're aware of what I do. It doesn't matter. It
It's just like
doesn't
the cards. We have
matter.
to stay in front of people. And I would look if you've got lists somewhere in your house, if you've been doing this for a while, go back through it. You're right.
Yeah.
We never connected, or we did, and I forgot to. Let me put them down on it. It's a new year, and let me. You're right,
Yeah.
and I'll push. I'll brief the creating the list and adding the names is probably one of the most important things on this, if not the most important
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
And just because it's 1 point doesn't mean we should just invite one person a day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like I say, mine's not a one. I don't get a 1 point till I've done 5.
There we go.
I
So
mean, that's, I mean,
we
it's
set
just,
the bar high for everybody.
yeah, yeah, it's kind of that's
I
where I'm
don't
at.
think that's how it
That's
works,
my
but you do
music.
what you do.
And it's not a hard rock either. I mean,
Well, cool. I appreciate that sharing that. That's great. I think it's going to help some people to, don't be rigid on the daily eight. Yes, it's our to-do list, it's our notes. That's what we should be doing. But how you do it, how you manage it, that's up to you and your personality. And you bring a person on, don't try to be so rigid that, well, this is how I do it, but no, they're going to do it their own way.
right.
Um, so
Yeah, and another thing that I've discovered, and Cody has mentioned this a couple of times now, is about how to go watch those videos yourself.
oh yeah.
Oh, and you need to do that, and I'll tell you why, because what I'm finding, and I'm going to be meeting with somebody here in a few hours, but he's already been introduced to promptings.
Okay.
He's already, we've already sent a card, I met him at a vendor event. He's already done that kind of thing. So as I'm going through the videos, the 4 minutes, it's like, okay, which one's going to be more beneficial for him? And it's the second one. It's the second one that summarizes how all you could be doing, using everything we have. So I will not be sitting here watching that first one with him today, because we're meeting in person. We're going to be sitting there watching the second one.
Well, wouldn't you have I watched the first one yesterday with somebody I met, and it was in person, and I'm like, I don't remember that. So,
Oh, everything, yeah.
but then it was because I want them, because that's really the overview, but then say, and I love the Tom, and I think Callie did it. Like, you see why I'm so excited about this? You
Mm-hmm.
know, and are you one or two? And maybe that's how you direct. Like, I really think we should watch the second one. I think that's really going to bring it home for you.
That's true.
You know,
Yeah.
because there might be something in the first one. He's like, and he might come back like, dude, I'm a two.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I love those, and you know what? I love how Callie's like, think of three people while you're watching. I think it jumped to the third
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Think
Yeah.
of people that you
Yeah.
love to do this business with.
Right.
And like I put, that was my favorite part because that showed, look, I can make somebody a silver in a day. And
Mm-hmm.
if we help her three people or him three people or three people down the line, they could be a gold in a few days.
Mm-hmm.
Not this, oh, let's watch. So I just love how we've kind of brought everything together. And you're right.
Yeah.
Look, this is what I want you to watch, and let's watch it together. And I came to a point, I'm like, God, I've watched this a couple times in the last week. And I'm like, was I sleeping at this part? But
I
again,
must have
if
been
you
like
haven't
tuned out.
watched
Yeah.
the 4 videos ever or in a long time, watch them. They don't take long, and you're gonna. And then I think Tom told, when you're with somebody, it's either on Zoom or in person. Don't be put this down
Yeah.
and watch the video with them
Right.
because I noticed a couple times I was watching it and I could see him look at me. Like, are you paying attention? And I just how my mind was like, he's looking at me, seeing if I'm paying attention. I wasn't fumbling with stuff. I was watching it with him. So
Mhm.
that
Yeah.
has a big impact on people.
Yeah.
So
And I was thinking about that today because this is the first time I'm meeting since when Saturday, meeting somebody in person versus on Zoom. And it's like, okay, how are we going to do that in Panera? And it's kind of like I've already figured out how to position what kind of table, we're not across from each other. We're going to be side by
here on the
side of each other.
corner. Yeah.
Yeah. So that
So
we're
he
going to be
turned his
watching
screen
it
around.
together.
We were at his desk, but he turned his screen around. So I just moved my chair a little bit and we
That's
were at
right.
the
That's
movies.
right. Yeah. 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 I've already kind of thought about how I'm going to handle that today too, with it. But anyways, it is important to watch the videos. Now, I'm sure Callie's going to be updating the pricing one real soon since we've got some beautiful options for the new pricing now.
Yep.
And I'll know, if anybody out there has old 17 people, how exciting
Now they
instead.
get 5 cards.
Yeah, how exciting now to call and say, hey, guess what? Have you noticed? Kind of a thing. And another great opportunity to say, well, this kind of goes along with what's going on with our gratitude movement. Have you watched the da 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 yet? No, well, let me send you that link.
Awesome.
I mean, so you have a lot of opportunities just in this. And I know, I was on the phone with somebody on Monday, that the 495, they want the gratitude specialist, but the 495 was kind of out of the budget at this point. Now that we have that option in the
75.
275,
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, so lots of opportunities to reach out back out to people with the good news that we
Now
have.
it's up to us to go show this to the world and let's grow this.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly.
Perfect.
So awesome. Okay, everybody.
Okay,
Well, thanks for
boys.
tuning in. We appreciate you being here. Looking forward to another better year than I would say one of the best years we have coming up in front of all of us.
Absolutely.
So we
Get
just
people
have to.
registered for March 1st.
Yes, yes. I'm actually going in person, Sean. So
Good.
I'm looking forward to being out there. But
If
this,
I can be on it, it's my birthday. If I can be on it, everybody can.
yeah. There you go. Well, there you go, everybody. You
Perfect.
remember what
We'll
Sean
sing
had?
happy birthday. Yeah, sea salt caramels.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't even have to put them in the big fancy
No,
box.
just the regular bag's fine
I'm
because it
sure they
can
taste
destroy in a
fine
few minutes.
anyway. Thanks, everybody.
Uh,
See you next
all
week.
right.
See you, Sean. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.